Welcome back, crew. If this is your first time here, this is actually a space where I actually give commentary on politics and react to pop culture and more. Today, we're going to be talking about Charlamagne. I guess he finally figured it out.
I have the privilege, man, of doing morning radio and speaking to working class people every single day. I have the privilege of being involved in my community from New York to New Jersey to South Carolina, where I get to look people in the eyes and have real conversations with them, and people are really concerned about this issue. Like I honestly have never spoken to as many people who are concerned about the migrant issue as I have, over the past year. And I mean, I've heard everything from, the gang MS-13, overrunning neighborhoods. I've heard, what we.
This just goes to show you, like, how ignorant some of us can be, right? We get emotional instead of voting on policy. If you were paying attention to policy, you would have been known that this was an issue, my good brother. You would have been known this, right? But y'all get emotional. Oh, everybody's a bigot. Everybody's a racist. Everyone's a fascist. So none of that's true. When you vote on policy instead of emotion, you would have been known that the alarm has been sound about this issue, but you wasn't worried about it then. But now they call into your radio show, it's in your face now. So now you're gonna get emotional about it, right? It's too late now, right? Something should have been done about it. That's why we wanted the wall before, right? To prevent all this. We've been knew about MS-13 moving into neighborhoods and terrorizing the people there. But you ain't want to listen. You felt like it was racist. When the man said they're not bringing their best. The best is not coming across the border at MS-13. Oh, Donald Trump is calling everybody racists and thugs. Not racist thugs, criminals and thugs. No, he was specifically said about the MS-13, and there were rapists coming over, part of MS-13. But now you see it. Now you see it, though, right?
We saw it just happen in New York City, where the migrants, they took 2,000 migrants and put them in the school and made the school stay home, made the students stay home and do school via Zoom. And that was a big issue. Like, I mean, people were calling the radio station, that was just this week, really, really, really complaining about that. So I've never seen, working class people who I interact with every day until this past year really, really, really express their frustration for the migrants. And it's not even just the people. Like, you see politicians who once, championed having the migrants in the city, like the mayor Eric Adams of New York. Now they're like, yo, hold up. This is too much. We've heard Vice President Kamala Harris say, hey, don't come. Like, we've seen that. So yeah, I think it's going to be a real.
She studied saying don't come, but they haven't done anything to put any guardrails up or put a barrier up to prevent them from coming in the first place. And can we please stop saying migrants? What's wrong with saying illegal? That's what it is. They're an illegal immigrant. They did not go through the port of entry like the rest of the people who are in a long line waiting to get into the country legally. You want to come into the country, go into the port of entry. You want to seek asylum, you go into the port of entry. You don't get a chance to hop over some barriers and then claim asylum and skip all the other people who've been waiting patiently in line for the opportunity to come here for a better life. You are an illegal immigrant. Let's just call it what it is. And to Mayor Adams up in New York and Brandon Johnson over Chicago, I'm gonna say this, man. Shame on you, right? But to the black folks, everybody that voted for him, you get what you vote for. Votes have consequences, right? And now you're seeing what we've been saying the whole time. This is not a good situation, but I'm actually upset with this brother for stumping for Biden. The ignorance. I'm upset with him for being ignorant because he's supposed to be a media personality, right? He's supposed to have his finger on the pulse, his ear to the ground. He's supposed to know a lot of this stuff already. And clearly this brother was blind because he was just being led by emotion, right? All Republicans are racist and bigots, right? And now look where you at. I still don't believe he's going to change his mind because he still believes that Republicans are racist and bigots, right? The brother is confused. He's ignorant, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. He going to learn now. Or how Kevin Hart said, you going to learn today. You going to learn today.
Real big issue. And, immigration, something like immigration will never be resolved because of the filibuster. Like, the only things that pass are issues where they remove the filibuster. So you would need Republicans and Democrats to come together and create some comprehensive immigration reform. But, for whatever reason, they don't seem to be able to do that. Of course, he's the president of the United States of America. If he can take credit for the good things that happen in this country, he has to take credit for the bad as well, because those things happen on his watch, you know. And I'm telling you, people are going to go to those sound bites, and they're going to go to those sound bites where they saw, you know, the President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris and Mayor Eric Adams and all of these other, you know, liberals and Democrats. They're going to go to those sound bites of them welcoming them into sanctuary cities. And I mean, you know, when Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott pulled that stunt where they were, you know,
hold on, brother. Hold on. That was not a stunt. Nobody called it a stunt when Biden was putting immigrants on planes and flying them all across the country into these little small towns, and the governors and mayors had no idea what was happening. It was the middle of the night. No one had an issue. No one had an issue with it when Abbott and everybody else along the border, those states were complaining like, listen, we got a problem now. We got a crisis. Nobody cared. They were racist and bigots when it was them. So what they say, oh, you guys have a sanctuary city? Okay, no problem. We're going to tell them that they should go over there since they're welcome there. Oh, but now there's too much. Now you see what they were saying before. You guys are hypocrites, man. Hypocrites. It sounds like I'm angry. I'm not angry. I'm frustrated at the ignorance of the people that are still on the Democratic plantation. They don't understand. It's like they have blinders on, right? They have blinders on. They can't see it. Like if they just open up their eyes, they claim to be woke, but if they really open up their eyes, they can see that they're stuck on this plantation with this ignorant way of thinking, being guided by their emotions instead of logic and reason. This has been a problem.
Migrants to these sanctuary cities, you know, dropping them off, you know, right in front of, you know, the vice president's house, you know, as cruel as that was, as inhumane as that was, it was effective. Clearly it was effective.
You know? How is it inhumane to send somebody where they want to go? Where you said, not you, but where your party said they were welcome. But now you get it, and now you don't want it. How's that old phrase go? I know, be careful what you wish for, but be careful what you want, because once you get it, you might not want it. Okay, well, this is the perfect example of that, right? You asked for something, or excuse me, you put it out there in the universe that it was okay for migrants to come here because you guys are a sanctuary city, and once they get there, oh, now it's a problem. Right. And then you guys are stepping on actually, no, you're spitting in the face of the people who got you guys elected. I'm talking specifically about Mayor Johnson and Mayor Adams. Right. Shame on you guys, man. Shame on you guys. And shame on you for promoting this, man.
You know, because it made a lot of those Democrats start singing a different tune. And I mean, the voters see that, you know, the voters see that. And so what does that look like to the voter? Just on the surface, it looks like Republicans were right about the issue and Democrats got it wrong. And now a lot of Democrats are starting to sound like the Republicans sounded. So it makes a lot of people say, well, damn, Republicans were actually right on that issue. Just on the surface, just plain on the surface, that's how it looks.
Underneath the surface too, brother. All right, let's get into some of these comments. What Charlamagne is touching on is very simple economics. A massive influx of unskilled labor will push down the privilege wage for anyone currently doing these jobs. He's talking about minimum wage. And if we focus on the inner city, then a longer-term city resident, say just 10 years ago or so, who may speak predominantly Spanish or another language, will get forced out of their job. In addition, there is always an underground economy, the under-the-table wages that exist even with aggressive enforcement. Too many migrants saturate both the over and under the table job markets. It also pushes down apartment vacancy rates, which pushes up the cost of rent. An unregulated system will make the lives of people far worse. It is very simple economics. He is absolutely correct. If you understand economics, if you ever taken a course, and if you haven't, I ain't messing with you. Go take a course on economics, right? Go read up on economics, right? This is the age of YouTube University. Nobody should be ignorant. Jump onto your tablet or whatever, and you got the world of information at your fingertips. You can learn anything. You should know this, but you're too busy being emotional. I'm talking to people stuck on the Democratic plantation right now. Let's get into a few more comments. Another viewer says, take care of your own first. If anything is left over, then we can help. Voted Democrat for years, never again. All in for Trump. I feel you, Paul J. I really do, because, you know, charity starts at home. You got to take care of your own first. Once you take care of your own, then you can look outside and for humanitarian aid. But you got to take care of your home base first. And when I say home base, I mean the people who are paying taxes inside of these cities and inside this country. Shut the border down. Take care of America first. That's all MAGA means. Make America great again, America first agenda. That's it. Has nothing to do with racism. If you're still stuck on the Democratic plantation, I need you to hear me. Leave. Let's get into a few more comments. It's the Democratic Party that approves slavery. Where's the lie? It's the Democratic Party that seek to impeach Abraham Lincoln. Where's the lie? It's the Democratic Party that seek to suppress the Black and Latinos by government controls, welfare, socialism. Where's the lie? It's the Democratic Party that controls unions, our teachers. Where's the lie? It's the Democratic Party that seeks to keep our borders open. Where's the lie again? It's the Democratic Party that seeks to take our guns away. Where's the lie? It's the Democratic Party that allows migrants all of the benefits over our veterans and or homeless. Folks, I can go on and on. And he can. He can. Guys, I'm going to say this to you. Right? You're hearing my voice right now. It sounds like I'm angry. I'm not angry. I'm irritated. It's irritated because I talk to my family members. I talk to people that I'm close to that have a different political view, and all they have to lean on is emotion. These are very intelligent people, but for whatever reason, when it comes to politics, logic and reason just for whatever reason flies out the window, right? Get off of the Democratic plantation. It's a hamster wheel, man. Get off. Come on over. The water's warm. If you're in the cities, get out of the cities. Get your sons and daughters into a better school. School choice. All right, guys, that's all I got for the rest of this segment right here. Listen, if you enjoyed this content and you want to see more content like it, make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment on this video. Most importantly, make sure you share this video. It's the only way I know that we can force YouTube's algorithm to push this content out to other like-minded individuals. So until I see you in the next video, I am gone.